I'm Sel Gaston, and this is Find Your Daily Calm. A new way to see grocery shopping. Let's talk about something that touches almost everyone: grocery shopping. It's one of those tasks we do regularly, almost on autopilot. It's so deeply tied to our daily lives and routines. For many of us, it's not just about putting food on the table. It's about caring for our families, meeting basic needs, and making sure everyone at home is provided for. But in recent times, what was once a simple errand has started to feel like a test of patience and resilience. Picture this. You grab a cart, roll it through the aisles, and start adding items to it. But then you notice the price tag on your favorite snacks has gone up. You reach for your usual bottle of cooking oil, and it's smaller than it used to be, yet somehow more expensive. You find yourself shaking your head. Why is everything so expensive these days? Did they shrink the package again? Inflation is out of control. These thoughts aren't just passing observations. For many, they come with a pang of worry. Will the budget stretch far enough this week? Can we still afford the brands we trust? Rising prices, inflation, and even the sneaky phenomenon of shrinkflation, where packages get smaller but cost the same or more, can trigger all kinds of emotions: anger, anxiety, helplessness. It's not just about the cost. It's about the feeling of being powerless in the face of something you can't control. And it's not just individuals who feel the strain. Heads of families face this pressure in an amplified way. You're not just buying groceries for yourself. You're thinking about your partner, your children, maybe even extended family. Every decision in the grocery aisle feels heavier because you know it impacts the people you love most. The frustration is valid. Money is tight for many, and every peso, every dollar, every cent counts. It's easy to let the rising costs dampen the experience, turning grocery shopping into an emotional tug-of-war. But let's pause here for a moment. What if we flipped the script? What if, instead of seeing those high prices as a source of frustration, we saw them as an act of support? What if we choose to reframe the experience? Not to ignore the challenges, but to focus on the deeper meaning behind what we're doing. Because, believe it or not, there's another perspective here. One that brings more understanding, purpose, and even calm to this everyday task. This isn't about pretending things aren't difficult. It's really about choosing to see the bigger picture. Behind every item on the shelf is a story. Behind every price tag is a network of people. And every time you shop, you're playing a role of supporting that system. A shift in perspective. Every time you pick up a bag of rice or a carton of milk, you're not just buying groceries. You're supporting someone's livelihood. Think about that loaf of bread in your cart. It started with a farmer who grew the wheat, likely waking up before dawn to tend the fields. That wheat was then milled by workers in a factory, packaged by someone carefully ensuring quality, and transported by a truck driver who likely spent hours navigating highways and traffic. When it arrived at the grocery store, a stock clerk unpacked it, and a cashier rang it up. That high price isn't just numbers on a tag, it's a reflection of all these people and the effort they have put in. Each peso, dollar, or cent you spend helps keep these individuals employed. It helps the farmer plant the next crop, the factory worker pay their electricity bill, the truck driver fill their tank, and the grocery clerk buy school supplies for their kids. It's a ripple effect that sustains lives far beyond what we see. Take eggs, for example. They don't just appear in neat cartons overnight. A poultry farmer carefully raises the hens, making sure they are healthy and well fed. Workers then collect, sort, and package the eggs before they're sent to the store. The rise in egg prices isn't just a result of inflation. It might reflect higher feed costs or transportation expenses. When you buy that carton, you're helping that farmer and their team keep going, even when times are tough. Now, think about the snacks your kids love, the chips, cookies, or chocolates that end up in lunchboxes. Behind every bag is a small army of people. Workers operate machines in snack factories, ensuring each chip, the humble chip, is crispy and every cookie is perfectly baked. Designers create the packaging, marketers promote the product, and logistics teams make sure it arrives at your local store. It's really not just food. It's the result of countless hours of labor and creativity. It's something we can learn from the country Japan. Despite the high prices of goods there, people make conscious efforts to support local products. For example, they'll choose a locally grown apple, even if it's more expensive than an imported one, because they know they're helping a farmer in their own community. It's not just about the apple itself. It's about understanding that every purchase sustains someone's livelihood, from the orchard worker to the market vendor. This sense of solidarity goes beyond practicality. It's a cultural value rooted in care for one another. It's also about recognizing that, while high prices can be frustrating, choosing to support local goods and services strengthens the community. The act of buying becomes an act of trust and connection, a way to show that they value the efforts of those around them.
I never knew you could treat depression symptoms from your phone. But with this prescription app called Rejoin, it's possible. It's for adults aged 22 and up with major depressive disorder who want to add to their antidepressant medication. And get this, it's the first and only prescription app authorized by the FDA to treat depression symptoms. Rejoin does not replace your current medication. Be sure to use as directed by your healthcare provider. And if your depression symptoms worsen, seek help immediately. Get started today by talking to your healthcare provider or visiting meetrejoin.com. That's meet, REJOYN.com.
Imagine if we brought that mindset to our own shopping. Instead of seeing high prices as a burden, we could see them as a way to support the systems that keep our communities running. Whether it's buying locally grown produce, handmade goods at a weekend market, or even just groceries we pick up every week, our choices make a difference. So, the next time you reach for that bag of rice, carton of milk, or even a simple pack of noodles, remember that you are not just buying something for yourself. You are contributing to a larger system, one that feeds families, keeps economies alive, and sustains livelihoods. When we approach shopping this way, it's no longer just about spending money. It's about participating in a cycle of care and connection that makes us all stronger. A moment of reflection. The next time you're in the grocery store and feel the urge to complain about prices, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Look around at the shelves full of products. Each item has a story behind it. Someone grew it, made it, packed it, and delivered it so it could be there for you to buy. Think about how your purchase helps keep those people working. Maybe it's helping a farmer grow their next crop, a truck driver fill up their tank, or a store clerk provide for their family. Yes, prices are going up and it's not easy. But if we choose to look at it with gratitude, grateful that we can still buy what we need, it can bring a little calm to the chaos. A practice of gratitude. Here's a simple heartwarming practice to try. Before your trip, take a moment to reflect on what you're thankful for. Maybe it's the fact that you have the means to buy what you need, or that you live close to a store filled with essentials. Even if times are tight, think of the small blessings, like being able to provide for your family or put food on the table. While shopping, pick one product that catches your eye. Maybe it's a ripe mango, a loaf of fresh bread, or a box of your child's favorite cereal. Pause for a moment and think about the journey it took to reach you. The farmer who harvested it, the workers who packed it, the driver who delivered it. Let the thought fill you with a quiet sense of connection. After unpacking at home, take a moment to look at the items you've brought back. Picture the faces of the people who made them possible. Imagine the pride they must feel in their work, knowing it helps families like yours. Say a silent thank you for their efforts and for the simple gift of being able to nourish yourself and your loved ones. This small act of gratitude can transform a routine task into a moment of calm and connection, reminding you of the invisible web of care that brings food and essentials to your home. Let's keep supporting each other. We're all connected, and every little act of support matters. Every time you choose to buy a product, you are contributing to a larger story, one of effort, care, and livelihoods. Inflation and rising costs are hard on everyone, and it's easy to feel weighed down by frustration or worry. But these challenges don't have to strip away your kindness or sense of calm. When we shift our perspective to see the lives behind the price tags, the farmers, workers, drivers, and clerks, it changes the experience of grocery shopping. It becomes more than just checking off a list or staying within budget. It transforms into a small but meaningful act of connection and compassion. With every purchase, you're saying, I see you. I value what you do. Think about it. The bag of rice you buy helps a farmer continue planting next season. The milk in your cart supports a dairy worker waking up before dawn. The snacks your kids love might mean a factory worker's family gets dinner tonight. When we focus on this bigger picture, even something as routine as grocery shopping becomes an opportunity to uplift others. The world needs more kindness right now, more understanding, more deliberate choices rooted in care. And it can start with something as ordinary as your grocery cart. A call to action. The next time you head to the store, try to approach it differently. Be deliberate. Instead of rushing through the aisles, take a moment to think about the people behind the products that you're buying. Choose items with purpose, not just for their value to you, but for the value they bring to others. If you're able, support local farmers and small businesses. When you buy their products, you're helping sustain your community and showing that their hard work matters. And finally, remember to extend this mindset beyond the store. In every interaction, whether with a cashier, a neighbor, or a delivery driver, bring kindness to the forefront. A warm smile, a thank you, or a bit of patience can go a long way in making someone's day brighter. When we shop, when we interact, when we choose gratitude over frustration, we're contributing to something bigger than ourselves. Let's keep supporting each other, one thoughtful choice at a time. Because even in tough times, kindness has the power to create ripples of calm and connection that reach further than we can imagine. Thank you for listening. May you be calm, may you enjoy and find meaning in your grocery shopping, and may peace be with you.